Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello Miss, let me introduce myself. My name is Salsabila. I am from group 7. My NPM is 001. So for today, I wanna explain about the backward design of the curriculum, slide 1 until slide 4. Okay, the first one, do you see this picture? This picture is slide 1 from our PPT. I will explain the introduction about the backward design of the curriculum. Okay, start from introduction. Backward design is an instructional planning approach that begins with the desired learning outcomes rather than the teaching methods. Traditional curriculum planning often start with the lesson and activities, and then move toward assessment and goals. However, backward design reverses this process, ensuring that every aspect instructional directly contribute to students achieving and intended to learning goals. Next, this is slide 2 of our PPT. K3 stage of the backward design curriculum. First one is the identify desired result. This step requires educator to determine the learning objective that students should be measured by the end of the unit of course. Instead of teaching content to sake of covering a syllabus, educator asks, and what should student know, understand, and be able to do? And the second one is determine acceptable evidence. Once the learning objectives are set, educators must consider how students will be demonstrate understanding, and this is involves choosing appropriate assessment, which will be and traditional tests and quizzes. And the last one is plan learning activities. This stage educator design lesson plans and instructional strategies that support students in achieving the learning goals. And activity should be purposeful, ensuring that every exercise of discussion contribute to students' comprehension. Okay, next slide 3. Why use backward design? The advantages. First one is clear learning focus, because unlike traditional lesson planning, backward design ensures that educators start with the clear purpose and the keep in the end goal in mind throughout instruction. This leads to coherent lesson that build upon each other, rather than disjointed activities. And the second one is better assessment. Alignment instead of designing tests as afterthought, and educators integrate assessment from the very beginning. This is ensure that test, project, and the evaluation measure actual understanding rather than rote memorization. And the last one is efficient use time, because instructional activities are strategically selected. Educators avoid unnecessary exercise that do not contribute to students' mastery. This makes teaching more effective and ensure the variable class time and use productively. Material is slide 4, the example of backward design. So the case study, teaching the water cycle. Learning goal: by the end of the unit, students should be understand how the water cycle works, including evaporation, condensation, participation, and collection. And assessment: instead of simply answering textbook questions, students will create a detailed diagram illustration that water cycle and explain the process. They may also conduct the experiments, such as observing condensation through a closed container water cycle model.